Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Audrey, and today I'm going to show you how to put on false lashes. So let's get right into it. You will need a false lash, lash glue, scissors, a lash curler, mascara. You can either use your hands, tweezers, or lash applicators, and you might need some eyeliner. All right, we're up real close and personal. So I typically start with my eyeshadow, and then if I'm doing liner, I'll do that, and then I'll put my eyelashes on last. If you do your eyeshadow after your lashes, you're gonna have fallout on your lashes, and we don't want that. So I've already done my face and my eyeshadow, and I've curled my lashes. Okay, so there are 3 different types of lashes. There are thin band, thick band, and individual lashes, which is a whole other story, so we're not gonna even go there today. So I personally prefer thick band lashes over thin because the thick band lashes typically are fuller than the thin band lashes, and I really like a full lash. But thin band lashes are definitely easier to work with than the thick band. So if you were just starting out, I would definitely recommend a thin band lash. So the first step is to get the lashes out of the container without ruining them, and it's easier said than done. So for this step, you can use your fingernails or you can use tweezers. And you're gonna wanna start at the very edge, doesn't matter which edge you use. But pluck it off a little bit, careful, and then move your tweezers or your fingers over and pluck it off again, and just keep going along. Don't just pull it off at once. If you do that, it might ruin your lashes and it'll lose its shape or break in half because these are so thin. So we're just gonna carefully take them out just like that. Okay, so this next step you should never skip. The next step is to measure your eyelashes. Eyelashes are not one size fits all. They're usually longer than your actual eyeball. I don't know how well this shows up on the camera, but this side over here is shorter. We are always going to trim the outer corner. Okay, so to measure, you're gonna take the shorter end of the lash and you're gonna put it where your natural lashes start. So mine start like right about here. That's where they start getting full. So these lashes are actually a perfect length for me, even maybe a little bit short. So I'm definitely not going to trim these ones. I obviously have really big eyes, and so I know this is not going to fit everybody's eye, so you might have to trim it. Say that this was longer than it is, and we had all this excess hanging off here. So I would take that and I would just chop off the longer end slowly, and then remeasure, and then chop off more if I need to. Okay, so now let's talk about glue. There are 2 kinds of glue. There's dark glue and there's white glue. White glue dries clear, so if you're new to this, I would definitely start with that. Dark glue is good for like a thick winged liner day. The thing about dark glue, so say your lash is lined with a whole bunch of dark glue, right? And you go in and you put it on the outer end and it sticks, and then this end pokes your eyeshadow right there. You're gonna have a big black glob of glue on your white eyeshadow. So that's not fun. So here I have 2 duo glues. They're both the same brand. They're just a little bit different, okay? This one is my favorite. I use it all the time. And this one I have a love-hate relationship with. It's my emergency glue. I usually keep it in my purse. I love it because it has an applicator. So when you're out and about and your inner corner pops off, you can just use this applicator to pop it right onto your lash. Very easy application, okay? The reason I don't like it is because it is very sticky, and I know that's the point, but it's so sticky that it leaves residue on the lash and on my real lashes, and it's actually really hard to get off compared to the other one that I really like. So I think the best part about this one is that it applies like a blue color, and then it changes color when it's ready to be applied. When it gets tacky, it changes color, and so that's really helpful if you don't know when your eyelashes are ready to be applied. This will literally tell you, and so it's very user-friendly, and if you are just starting out, I would definitely recommend this one. It is going to be very sticky, which is a good thing and a bad thing, so just keep that in mind. So we're going to apply the lash glue directly onto that strip, just right here, and see how it applies blue. Okay, you don't need a lot, just a little bit. And then when it changes colors, that's when we'll know that it's ready to be applied. Okay, do you see how most of it got darker? There's only one like light blue spot in the center. That means it's ready to be applied. We're gonna place the lash as close to your real lash line as possible. I'm gonna start with the middle and just kind of press it down. And then take the outer and press it down. then take the inner, kind of pull it and press it down. And then don't move. Let it do its thing. Just for a second. And make sure it's super close to your lash line. So it's not completely on my lash line. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to squeeze very carefully. You can do it with your fingers or tweezers or these lash applicators that aren't as pokey. And then I'm just going to squeeze them together. My eyes getting a little watery. If your eye gets watery like mine is right now, don't move. Don't blink. I mean, you can blink. But just be careful, because if the skin on your eyelid gets wet, it's game over. You're gonna have to start all over, which is fine, and I've done it before. It's very frustrating. See, now my eye's good, and now we're gonna continue. Oh, see, this lash glue is so sticky. So that's it. Pretty simple, right? But if I look down, you can see that I have like these glue marks in between each lash, and I don't want to see that. That's why it's good to have the black one. Completely is black and you're not gonna see it, but we can fix that with black liner. I'm gonna take this NYX vinyl liquid liner. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit so I can see, and I'm just gonna dab those little areas. See that one away? I think for beginners, it's a really good idea to use a really thin layer of eyeliner, or a thick layer if you want a thick winged liner, just in case you can't get the band like super close to your eyelash. The black liner will just disguise the band. All right, and then once it's dry, kind of push it up a little bit. And that is it, my friends. You can apply mascara before you do this to blend them together, or after. Typically I don't do either, because if I apply it first, personally, I think it's harder to apply the lash because you have this other lash in the way. I don't really apply it after. If I look sideways, I don't see my real lashes. If you can see your real lashes underneath your fake lash, that's not good. So that's when you apply mascara, but I can't really see mine, and so I don't really apply mascara. If you do apply mascara afterwards, the mascara will make the eyelash dirty, and just like you're not going to be able to wear it as much. I usually reuse my lashes like, I don't know, 20 times. I reuse them a lot. I take really good care of them. I clean them after every use. So I think the only difference between a thick band and a thin band lash is that the thin band lashes are way more flexible and the thick band lashes aren't. And so they're a little harder to work with, but not that much harder. I definitely think you should start with a thin band if you're just starting out. It's way easier. Maybe even put some eyeliner down beforehand so you can disguise that band a little bit more. So my favorite drugstore lash would be Ardell wispies, which I think are like $5.99 or maybe even a little cheaper at Target, like Safeway, Sally's, whatever. These ones that I'm wearing today are the KOKO lashes in the style Misha. I think they're also $5.99 or $6.99. My favorite thick band lashes are definitely Batty B in the style Saucy. They're like, I don't know, $21 or something like that. I'll link them down below. My other favorite thick band lash would be the Lily lashes in the style Miami or Miami Light. They're also pretty spendy, probably like $17, $20. So lashes can last a really long time as long as you take care of them. Like if you cry in them or swim in them, get them wet accidentally, they're not gonna last that long. They're gonna look all wonky. As always, I thank each and every one of you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. So I will see you guys next time.